So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for and entertainment purpose. Hi everybody, Martha here. So yesterday was my birthday, but this will go up tomorrow, so in 2 days. 2 days ago was my birthday for you guys, so if you want to say happy birthday in the comments, go right ahead. So, and just got done watching the 5th episode of Wandavision. It was pretty good. And let's get started. Just give the summary of what happened in it. So, in this episode, they went back and forth between the what's happening in the show and what's happening outside the show. So, like, Wanda and Vision having a hard time with the babies, like a lot of parents do when they had their first babies. That trope, and making them stop crying, and they don't know how to do it. Then Agnes comes in there, and they don't cry anymore because they are now 5-year-olds. They got older. Even after they get out of the womb, they get older too fast. Even in this episode, we see them like go from babies to 5-year-olds to 10-year-olds. Seen in this episode, and then they do an intro that's kind of it kind of reminds me of Full House, but not it was not completely like it, but it kind of did. Some of them more like Full House. So, and they end up like finding a dog. They try to give a dog a bath. The two boys, Tom and Billy, and they were trying to hide it from Wanda. And they end up like keeping the dog name. The dog name is Sparky because it was playing with the electrical unit. And then while this is going, Vision's like wondering why is everybody acting weird in the dome while he's able to have the control of himself. Even if he like touches the computer at his work, and he touches at the one of the people, Norm, and he's like asking for help, saying like Wanda's in my head, she's controlling me. And so outside of the dome, Monica is trying to explain to them what happened to her when she went in there, and how she just felt nothing but grief. And they also explain that yes, Wanda took Vision's body about a week ago, and that is the information she's doing. She has Vision's body in there with her in the dome. And Agent Haywood is basically saying that Wanda's a terrorist and is a bad person because she's kidnapped one entire town and it's bending her to her will. But Monica keeps on defending her, even mentioning her fact that yes, she's the one that did come closest to defeating Thanos. And so yeah. And we find out that the clothes that she brought over from the 70s are indestructible because you try shooting at them and the bullets flatten, like when you shoot at frickin' Superman. And so they send in a drone from the 80s so that she would not change it. Like, she's done everything else because they're not from that era she was in. So she she went outside and to go on like with the boys and the dog, and he ends up walking outside the dorm and destroying the dome. And then she got all the guns were like pointed at her, and then she make just like her dad in X-Men, make it work. She makes guns that point at Haywood instead of her. So yeah, and she basically walks back in there and says, "Just leave her alone. Let me have raise my family." And basically, stay out my way, I'll stay your way. So, and Vision just wants, even after the credits like roll down, and after they like learn the dog died, and because the dog like ran into the bushes and ate like something for the bushes, and they had it like all wrapped up in a blanket. Agnes did, and she tried to explain to him that we can't bring back the dog because you can't bring back things from the living, even though you are now brought back two people back from the living now, because you brought back Vision, and later on, well, she technically recasts him, but when they talk about like where Vision explains to her that what happened to Norm wanting to like go and see his sister and stuff like that, and get Wanda out of his head, and he like, you can't control me like you control them. Vision's like basically saying, in the doorbell ring, and we see her brother Pietro, but it's not her brother. It's the other Pietro. The one from the actual X-Men universe. That Pietro. That Quicksilver. They got the wrong actor, but okay. Because even Darcy, when she came back, they recast Quicksilver. So yeah. Darcy did it. Darcy was good in this show too. In this episode too. Like, she made like short words for like hexagon by saying hex and stuff like that. And I don't know. Haywood is definitely up to something. I don't know if he's gonna be the bad guy or something like that. We'll find out. But we still don't know what happened to our beekeeper because they did not mention the beekeeper in this episode. I thought we were gonna see the beekeeper. But alright. We only have 3 episodes left. Because we got next week we'll see episode 6 and episode 7. Episode 8, no 9. 4 episodes, okay. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And next episode, 90s. Yay! The decade I grew up in. Bye-bye.